Hello everyone, Vito's A32 back again. It's time for the deck report. And, well, I was going to do this yesterday, but I ended up not having enough time to do it. So here I am today, as usual on Thursdays. Right now on Kickstarter, there's a lot going on. We got the Regal playing cards, playingcards.net, that is well funded with 20 days still to go. Bicycle Robotics from collectible playing cards. Is also well funded with 13 days to go. Midnight Bolorama playing cards from Randy Butterfield. Midnight playing cards is 89% funded, 28 days to go. It's only a matter of time. Then there is a couple of new decks to tell you about. I should mention the number 17 playing cards from Stockholm 17 were funded today. That one's over. So there's this new deck, the British Monarchy Tally-Ho playing cards from Lux playing cards. It's like the third deck, I believe. It's already 82% funded with 28 days to go. It just launched yesterday. One of the first custom branded Tally-Ho decks of cards. Actually, the first one that's basically custom with Tally-Ho branding, not including the Scarlet Tally-Ho or the Tally-Hos from Jackson Robinson, because those are they're still just known as Tally-Hos, just that they got different back designs and faces. But these ones actually have a different name, British Monarchy. Anyways, they feature British Monarchy on there. You can see very nice, elegant spade pip, ace of spades. Nice back design, which is Tally-Ho inspired, by the way. According to the page, and everything else is pretty nice. Court card's a little bit dark for some people, but is what it is. Hopefully they have a card that lists who everyone is, because otherwise it gets a little confusing. I'll have to mention that. Anyways, then there is the Angelarian playing cards from Eric Dahlman and Albino Dragon. It is well funded, 20 days to go. They have unlocked a second deck, which is I believe the Tree of Life deck. So now there's the Enochian, however you pronounce that, and now there's the Tree of Life. Pretty bizarre looking decks, but interesting nonetheless. Whoops. Bio playing cards from Big Earn. Ain't earning it, that's for sure. 1% funded, 21 hours to go. Pretty much needs a miracle right now in order to fund it, and I don't think it's going to happen. Love Is from Natalia Silva, well funded, 6 days to go. Revito playing cards from Nick Carter is also funded with 11 days to go. Look at all those ones. 111, 1,000, 119, 11. It's almost all 11s. Would be funny if they had $8 less. Be all ones. Anyway, the Orbiter 2.0 point guard display from Scott King and Crooked Kings is funded. 11 days to go on that one as well. Custom Cat playing cards from Janet Calloway, 3% funded, 20 days to go. It's not going to happen, I don't believe. Moku Hanga inspired playing cards from Aval de Azura is well funded with 5 days to go. Spectrum 52 and Spectrum Edge from Cosmo Solano is funded, 49 hours to go. He has decided not to do the Edge Founders right now. He's going to do a separate project later on for those ones. More than likely after this one has been fulfilled, because a lot of the backers are going, don't launch any more projects until you fulfill this one, because of, I guess, previous history with him. So we'll see what happens, but there's just not enough time or funds in this one to do a third deck. Patriot playing cards from Conflicted Survival Card Game. Very well funded, 38 hours to go. I don't understand it because it's not the most usable deck of cards. One-way back designs, horrible indexes, unless there's been some improvements that I don't know about. It's not that good in my opinion. It also had some major funding boosts right around the time we got to 90-95% funded, which is always suspicious. Anyways, Bicycle Lumberjack second edition from Vadim Smolensky is 42% funded. 21 days to go. It's not doing very well. I don't know if it's going to happen at this rate. Then there is this one. The Disturbed Reality playing cards from Jarek 120. There is now two decks. There is the relaunch of the CXX and a new Alpha Kappa. He got a lot of funding really quick, and then it died off. He's been getting very little funding every day. For me personally, I think he is doing horribly with this project, because for a guy who has like 300,000 subscribers, he should have a hell of a lot more hell of a lot more backers than he has right now. He's got a handful of backers compared to how many subscribers he has on his YouTube channel and followers he has elsewhere. And that is pretty pathetic. Either his cards are not that good, or nobody wants to buy them. Most of his backers don't care. I don't know what it is. But obviously he does not have a whole lot of collectors following his channel. But let's look at it anyways. So you get this is the new Alpha Kappa deck, which is, I mean, it's okay. It's a Rounders ripoff, obviously. Looks like a Madison Rounders. And then of course you get the CXX. They basically got the same faces except different colored pips. Minor customizations on the faces, not much at all. Just somebody sketched a little bit, and why the hell does this guy have a microphone? Who is that? He hasn't listened to people. He wants to keep the playing cards CM Punk inspired, even though he's non-wrestling anymore. And whatever, they're just not that good. The new deck is slightly better than the last one, than the original one there, but they're just not that good. Fortunately, I think he is going to hit the funding goal, but I mean, we'll see what happens. Love is a Smoke from Passion Playing Cards and Ricardo Conturbia is funded with 10 days to go. He's had some stuff unlocked already. Simple Series by Randeep Singh is funded, well funded I guess, with 11 days to go. I don't think it's going to hit the $3,000 stretch goal for the black deck, thank goodness, but you never know. 4 Seasons Bicycle Playing Cards from Ace Collectible Cards, whoever that is, 68% funded, 18 days to go. Struggling a little bit, but it should make it. Arco reprints from Christopher Severson is 22% funded, 11 days to go. Not looking good for that one. I could have told you that before you launched it. Then there's this one, and then the deck classic console playing cards, video game playing cards from Undefined Knowledge, 23% funded, 28 days to go. It still has time. He previously did a superhero themed deck, and he's also done, the last one I think he did was a skyscraper one, something like that. It did not make it. As you can see, he's got, what do you got here? An old school Nintendo controller, old school Atari joystick for a diamond. This one looks like a Sega Genesis, and this one is obviously the Super Nintendo, I'm guessing. Alright, it's interesting. The faces, I'm not a huge fan of. Super Suits, that's the deck I'm thinking of they did before. This one is similar looking, and it's not that great. I mean, it's alright. The back design, nothing much going on there. There's nothing much to like about it. I'm seeing an old Atari system, a Sega system, a couple of Nintendo systems, and that could even be a copyright issue, for all I know. But I don't know. I'm not deciding this one. It's just the back design is not doing it for me. And either are the faces. And I don't think I'm the only one. Rage Face playing cards from Anthony Harris. 7% funded, 21 days to go. It's still not going to happen. Then there's Hanafuda Cards by Jacob Bedford. Just launched, I guess. 8% funded, 29 days to go. Boom. 2,000 pound goal. This is not specifically a regular deck of cards. It's a Japanese deck of cards, but I know some collectors are into it. As you can see, quite different than what we used to. It's basically the Japanese playing cards. Made for a Japanese game, I guess. It's still interesting. Whoops. So I don't know if that one's going to happen. Pirate, Cowboy, Viking, Ninja deck of cards by Kevin Parsons. It's 3% funded, 14 days to go. Not going to happen. I don't know why he hasn't canceled yet, since he knows it's not going to happen and he's planning on be launching anyway. But whatever. The Unique Card Magic Horse from Trucant, 8% funded, 50 cent hours to go. Not going to happen. Innovation playing cards from Jody Eklund is funded with 18 days to go. Then there is this Bicycle Full Moon playing cards, which is, I think, the first ever werewolf themed deck of cards. It's for Scott King and Crooked King's cards. It's 77% funded, 26 days to go. There it is. It's two different tuck cases. And this one right here is a standard one. It's fine. But this is the one that... sorry, that's a standard one. This is the one that everybody's interested in. Check out that animation. It's the first ever lenticular lens tuck, whatever that means, or however that works, I don't know. I'm pretty certain USPC is not producing the tuck case, that's for sure. But here's the animation. It's a guy who turns into a werewolf right on your tuck case. That is freaking amazing. It's a little bit pricey. It's, I think, $17 for one, plus shipping. Since I missed out on the early birds. But there you go. It's pretty cool. Here's the back design. He calls it the Feral backs. They're okay. They're nothing. I mean, they're pretty nice for fanning and everything. I'll give it that much, but there's not a lot going on. It's very simple. Nothing wrong with that. And then cards are like half man, half wolf. Half woman, half wolf. As you can see. So pretty good deck of cards. Definitely check it out. In Laughter and Monty's Retrust from Jack Pipe. Still 0% funding, $0 pledged. 8 days to go. Not a chance in hell. You can take that one, roll it up, and smoke it. Mary Jane Strain Games. That's another one. You could take that one, roll it up, and smoke it. It's not going to happen. 3% funded, 21 days to go. That's from DeAndre Morrow. It's one thing to come up with different suits for a deck of cards. It's another one to just completely throw them out the window and use marijuana weights and grades and whatever. That's just ridiculous. It's completely unusable. Deck Dice by D20 Entertainment is funded, 18 days to go. Not really one for collectors. And all the Construction Paper Terror deck is still by John Whiffy is still 73% funded, 14 days to go. May or may not happen at this rate. Orbit deck from Chris Brown. Look at this. Somebody else has created a kitten deck. A kitten game. No, not trying to cash in on the on that Exploding Kittens deck, are we now? Anyways, Orbit deck from Chris Brown. 75% funded, 6 days to go. It may or may not happen. It's going to be close. Delicious playing cards from Emmanuel Jose. 6 to 10% funded, 20 days to go. It should happen. It's a matter of time. Personally, I think it would have been better if he had a smaller goal. I'm not sure why he needs like $24,000, but it is what it is. I just want to see this one. So apparently this one has a deck of cards as well. It's a Cartomancy themed deck. It's right here. Cartomancy RPG card game. Open source toolbox by Daniel Warmke. 2% funded, 29 days ago. I don't think it's going to happen personally. There are other decks out there made for Cartomancy that are a bit better. Is your back design, looks like. So it looks like you could use it as a regular deck of cards. And then there is somebody decided to create exploding puppies because somebody did exploding kittens and made about $8 million. This guy thinks he can do the same thing. Not a chance in hell. I mean, he's still got a possibility, but $25,000 is a lot for a game that everyone has already gotten. Everyone that wanted exploding whatever has gotten it in Exploding Kittens project that had $8 million funded. And I mean, his reason for it is saying that, oh, he doesn't like kittens, he wants a dog themed deck. Well, I don't think most people that got that deck, I'm pretty sure nobody who got that deck got it because it's got kittens in it, because they're not cute kittens. It's not about the cats, it's just a game. So to make a dog themed deck seems just ridiculous. And I mean, the fact of the matter, this guy has created no other projects, hasn't even backed any projects, hasn't got any followers that I know of, and it just doesn't have much hope, in my opinion. Just because, I mean, like I said, everyone's already gotten the game, why are they going to get it again? And pretty much, in my opinion, this looks like a get-rich-quick scheme. Oh, they made $8 million, I could maybe make a few $1,000s or something. That to me makes me want to back that even less, because who knows if he's actually going to fulfill anything. So I would stay away from exploding puppies or exploding anything, unless it's exploding kittens. Twisted Texas Hold'em by Will Andrews. 1% funded, 40-cent house to go. Not a chance in hell again. And I guess that other one was funded. I don't see it anymore. Anyways, that is that. A couple more things to mention. I know his release is coming up. This one right here, Joker and Thief playing cards from the Joker and Thief YouTube channel. Very nice deck of cards, even though it's got one-way back design. Is launching tomorrow on Kickstarter. I don't know. It says 7 p.m. Pacific time, so that's good. We got a time. Just bear with me. And coming Saturday will be a relaunch of Deep, or Bicycle Deep. I don't know if it's still going to be Bicycle or not, which is a merman themed deck. Also on Saturday will be a relaunch of the Nouveau playing cards from Bonafide playing cards. And still several other decks to come that I don't know much about yet, as far as release dates. And that's that for now, I guess. I will see you next time.